What's up, everyone? It's Jeff Robertson, and I am here to help you turn lemons into lemonade so you can start your lemonade business. We're going to talk about our top personal development tips to skyrocket your career today. Fun fact, did you know a little grit and wit can take you from zero to hero in your career? So we're going to jump right in and find out how. Number one, embracing your roots. Look, I come up from rural America on a farm, grew up with aunts and grandmas and uncles, and my mom played an active role in my life, but just not 24/7 like a lot of folks are used to. But I can tell you about one thing about this rural community is everyone worked. Everyone contributed. Everyone pitched in, helped one another. And that's one of the things I learned about growing up was just how tight-knit that little community was. And the ones that had to give, gave, and the ones that needed, accepted readily when it came time. That community was super supportive of everyone that came through there. And I met some of the absolute hardest workers and some of the best minds that had really good business mindset growing up around them back when I was younger. So keep that in mind, is going back to your past and looking at the influences you had that's got you to where you are now. And sometimes it's taking a moment and looking at some of the negativity. And I had tons of that growing up, raised by aunts and uncles and in different situations. Never met my dad. My mom played an active role, but I wasn't with her all the time. And whether it's positive or negative is taking a look at that and see how you can use that, like I do, to define you now. And the negatives is generally, you'll find, is one of your best superpowers that you can have, which takes me to number two, overcoming adversity. I was so short in kindergarten, my grandmother had to put me on the first step so I could get on the bus. And that lasted for a long time, and especially until my friends, I would hear everyone laughing on that bus, and they would come after that, and I would get mad, and I would try to do it myself, which is a byproduct of just hearing, thinking everyone's making fun at you. But is going from that, struggling through a little bit of school, and then landing in my career in public safety where I was able to go in and help people and do those things, and ultimately into business, is taking all of those perceived setbacks, all those roadblocks, all those doors that I had to turn and kick open or pick the lock and figure out how to get through that next door to get me to where I am today. As I do this talk, and I have a little workout that I do with kids that teaches them resilience of how you're going to make progress and then you're going to fall back. And you're going to make progress and you're going to fall back. But the biggest thing I teach them during that time that I'm working with them is that if you are still here and you can hear this message, you can keep going forward. Just because you get pushed back, learn from that lesson, move forward. Move forward 2 steps next time because you learned the hard way, or maybe you learned a positive way, but you still found yourself set back because you wasn't ready. So always remember, when it comes to resilience, if you're here, you can fix it. If you are listening to this message and you're struggling and you're trying to overcome some things, just remember, you can fix it. You're the problem. You're the solution. Number 3, entrepreneurship and marketing mastery. Rolled into a job, fortunate for me, in that later 2000s, was I understood computers and technology came semi-easy to me. And I was fortunate enough to land at this dealership that was ready to grow, and timing wise, it meshed me and the owner together, and the owner got behind me and just dealt with me as I learned my way through. I was good at some things, but a lot of things I had to learn. You're talking about Google advertising, the advertising markup, or the advertising makeup in that era of 2007 to 2012ish was changing from paper to digital. And the folks that were selling paper was trying to convince everyone that paper was coming back, but we could see outside of the corner of our eye that digital technology, telephones, things along those lines were accelerating. So we started paying a lot of attention to how people were consuming their information. And the majority was consuming on desktops, laptops, ultimately on the phones, tablets. So the whole marketing makeup changed. Enter Facebook, Instagram, Google AdWords, all those digital tools, and we was able to skyrocket the company into just the next generation through our sure marketing efforts. Learning what motivates people to buy is a superpower that everyone should have. That, along with the ability to sell. If you can figure out how to sell and then how to qualify buyers, you can transfer that skill into almost every area of your life. You can really write your ticket learning. The companies I work with, the business owners I work with, a lot of weeks we spend time working on just their brand and their marketing, the message that you're putting out, new strategies that we can use to get new customers into their door. So if you're not working or you're struggling with your marketing, make sure you connect with me. I can help you navigate that minefield of marketing. Number 4 is fitness for the mind and body. Should be number 1. I found fitness a couple times during my life. And as I say a lot of times, things will come into your life that you're not ready to receive. And fitness was one of them. Ultimately, you're fast forwarding into that 09-ish type time when my son came along, and I went to get health insurance and they denied me because my blood work was horrible and I was overweight and everything you can think of. And I had to fix it. Because I don't know about you all, if you have kids, kids change your perspective. You all of a sudden, you go from being as reckless as you can to actually trying to be around as long as you can because you want to spend as much time with your kids as you can. I found working out in 09 on my own, struggling, running, working out in my basement, did all the programs, but I could not figure out nutrition. I thought the whole game was the less you eat, the better off you was. I didn't understand fuel. Food was fuel for the body. As much as someone tried to explain it to me, it did not go in. And then I found group exercise. The first day I went into Fit Body Boot Camp, and I was like, whoa, I didn't realize, oh, no, I don't think it's me. And they're like, oh, come on in. That day I went and got in the car, and I sat down and I said, I'm going to own one of these one day. It was that powerful of experience for me. The power of group exercise, the power of working around those coaches that helped me ultimately learn and understand I had to eat, and I had to eat a gram of protein per pound-ish of body weight, and that helped me get into fat burn mode. It's not about the number on the scale. It's about it's about your body fat composition. So my challenge to everyone is just making sure that you're taking time each day. Even if you just put on a pair of shoes and you walk around your neighborhood for 30 minutes, you are crushing it more than everyone laying on a couch. So do not take what little bit of effort you put out for granted. You do 5 push-ups, a lap around your block, shoot me a direct message and let me know that you got it done. But I can tell you is that fit body and fit mind will transfer into lots of motivation that you can deploy inside of your personal development, inside of your career, inside of the path that you're trying to take, because a lot of it, you're just getting rid of negative stress that you've been dumping on everybody else. Go in and just move around, move a little bit, move some weights, move around your block. It will help destroy a bad attitude just because of the effort and the calories. Negative calories is what I go to burn. I don't burn positive calories. Positive calories send me through the rest of my day. Negative calories is what I leave in the gym. Number 5, powering through with personal development. One of the tools I use is Take Flight Learning's DISC assessment with all my clients. I do that for companies and corporations and small businesses alike. The DISC tool is an amazing tool just to help you learn how you communicate. And once you learn how you communicate, you can learn how others communicate and how you can better communicate with your staff, your employees, your friends, your family. You really learn how to talk to someone else because you're able to recognize what style on the DISC profile they are. Take Flight uses birds, eagle, parrot, dove, and owl as their markers versus DISC. So it makes it really easy to comprehend for someone like me that doesn't necessarily understand all things high level all the time. The way that we present that information really takes it down to an understandable level for you. Using that inside of your daily life and the people around you, but then just continuous learning and growth and never stop evolving, always be learning. And the best investment you can make is the investment in yourself. All right, that was our top 5 tips for career acceleration. Taught to you by Jeff Robertson. If you are ready to jump into some personal development, you want to learn more about DISC, you want to become a better employee, entrepreneur, team member, any of those things, connect with me. You can go to my website, rabason.com. It's just a play on my last name. You can connect with me on Instagram at Jeff, rabason.com. You'll see me over there. I've got the big cool picture. You can find me on all the social media platforms, but message me through Instagram. That's the one I monitor messages on because sometimes it can be a lot to keep up with. But I want you to remember, we all started somewhere. Everybody that Elon Musk started somewhere. All the big players started somewhere. Everyone started as an amateur, but your journey to the top begins today. All right, let's keep hustling, y'all. Keep smiling, and let's crush those career goals. If you need something, make sure you connect with me. Make sure you like and share, comment on this video for me. It means a ton, and you know that you have someone in your life or on your team, but someone definitely in your life that needs to see this video. Make sure you share it with them for me. Thank you, guys.